all the CA fraternity for the National Conference Artha Samriddhi, dedicated to the theme of economic prosperity. As all of us know, chartered accountancy is the backbone of the financial discipline and one of the few professions that has a direct and significant
It's a privilege and honor to extend a warm and cordial welcome to today's chief guest,
leader and torch bearer, Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, Honorable Minister for Information.
सिर्फ अगर बच्चे की फोटोज
Dear members, I cordially invite CA Ram Naidu, the Secretary of Visakhapatnam branch, and CA Sridhar Andavarapu, Chairman of Visakhapatnam branch, onto the dais and occupy the chair. I take the privilege to invite CA Muppala Subbarao, Vice Chairman SIRC, onto the dais and occupy the chair. I now request CA Gurumurthy, Managing Committee Member, to present a bouquet to CA Muppala Subbarao. I extend my warm welcome to invite the Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly of Bhimli Constituency, Shri Ganta Srinivasarao Garu, on to the dais. I now request CA Leela Varaprasad, Managing Committee Member, to present a bouquet to the dignitary. We are honored to invite the Honorable Minister of MSME, Shri Kondapalli Srinivas Garu, onto the dais. I now request CA Ujjwala, Treasurer, Visakhapatnam Chapter, to present a bouquet to the dignitary. I am delighted to invite CAD Prasanna Kumar, Vice President ICAI, to grace the dais. I now request CA Nara Lokesh, Vice Chairman, to welcome our Vice President with a bouquet. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now invite our visionary leader, the youth icon, Honorable Minister for Information Technology, Electronics and Communications, Real-Time Governance, and Human Resource Development in the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Nara Lokesh Garu, to grace the dais with his presence. I now request CA Ujjwala, Treasurer, to honor the Chief Guest with a floral bouquet. Before we begin with the conference, I request all of you to please rise for the invocation of ICAI motto song.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामुषो पुरुषो निर्मिमाणः निर्मिमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्वैता 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 एतद्वैता.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. I now request our chairman, CA Andavarapu Sridhar, to deliver his welcome address.
Most esteemed chief guest of today's Ardha Samruddhi National Conference, which is being conducted for 2 days, Honorable Minister of Human Resources, Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Honorable Vice President of ICAI, CA Prasanna Kumar D. Sir, Honorable Member of Parliament in absentia, Honorable Minister of Sri Kondapalli Srinivas Garu, our constituency MLA Honorable Ganta Srinivas Rao Garu, Vice Chairman of ICAI SIRC, Sri Muppala Subbarao Garu, Secretary of the Branch CA Ram Naidu, and my dear managing committee colleagues, esteemed past chairmen, senior members, and other distinguished guests, print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. And from the bottom of my heart, I express my heartfelt gratitude to all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, for coming over here to grace this auspicious national conference with the theme Ardha Samruddhi, meaning economic prosperity. I welcome you all for this exciting conference. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you for this 2 days conference. We are very happy to host this 2 days conference in this Visakhapatnam, the city of destiny, undoubtedly the financial capital of Sunrise State of Andhra Pradesh, which is growing to be a hub of IT as a second revolution. As we have seen, the IT hub of undivided Andhra Pradesh, Madhapur high-tech city, similar or maybe more than that, Visakhapatnam and AP will exceed in terms of IT revolution. We are fortunate to have with us today Honorable Chief Guest Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, a dynamic leader, youth icon, and a great visionary. If he is much more than his father, we are very happy to have here with him. It is fortunate for us, and I am sure his visionary ideas will enlighten us way forward. Sir, we extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. And we are blessed to have another young and dynamic minister, Sri Kondapalli Srinivas Garu. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence. And we are very blessed to have the august presence of none other than our beloved leader, our own Prasanna Kumar, sir, son of this soil, CA Prasanna Kumar D, Vice President of ICAI, who is here to enlighten us on the latest developments in the profession. Sir, we are delighted to have you here, sir. We are happy to hear with us Honorable Minister of our constituency, Sri Ganta Srinivasarao Garu. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. We have with us our Vice Chairman of SIRC, CA Muppala Subbarao Garu, to grace the occasion. We welcome you, sir. In this juncture, I welcome all our resource persons, delegates from Visakhapatnam and neighboring states and from across the country. Every year, our branch is hosting 2 days national conference, either sub-regional conference or a national conference. This year, we are fortunate to have hosting the national conference under the auspicious continuous CPE committee to host this national conference. We thank our chairman of CPE committee, CA Satish Kumar Gupta ji, CA Vishnu Kumar Agarwal ji, who is the vice chairman of CPE committee, for giving us this opportunity to host this 2 days national conference. India is aspiring to become a third largest global economy in terms of GDP. The topics chosen for this conference are in line with contributing to achieve that milestone. Being partners in nation building, we chartered accountants are playing a significant role directly, indirectly, otherwise as well in achieving that milestone economy. This 2 days conference has been structured in such a way that the members are updated with the latest trends and knowledge on various topics of relevance, starting from Income Tax, Companies Act, GST, peer review, and the most burning topic on artificial intelligence. This conference will immensely benefit the members of the profession to enrich their knowledge and be partners in national building. Let's all learn, unlearn, and relearn to achieve the national objective of economic prosperity and also the state's economic prosperity. The state grows means nation grows. It's all andru baundali, andru manamu undali. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. I now request the chief guest, Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, to formally inaugurate the conference by lighting of the lamp. I also request the dignitaries on the dais and managing committee members to please join.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धि विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः 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 शत्रुबुद्धि विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो
That truly marks an auspicious beginning. We recognize the presence of Shri Vepada Chiranjeevi Rao, MLC, to this conference. Now I request our Secretary, C.A. Ram Naidu, to honor C.A. Muppala Subbarao, Vice Chairman, SARC. I request our Vice Chairman to address the gathering.
Good morning. Respected Chief Guest of the day, Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, Minister for Human Resource Development and Information Technology, Andhra Pradesh. Esteemed Vice President of ICAI, CAD Prasanna Kumar Garu, distinguished guests, Kondapalli Srinivas Garu, MSME Minister, and Sri Ganta Srinivas Garu, MLA Bhimli, and our council colleague, CA Erra Tirupati Garu, and CA Annavaru Sridhar, Visakhapatnam Branch Chairman, and CA Ram Naidu, Secretary of Visakhapatnam Branch, and the other managing committee members of Visakhapatnam Branch, past chairman of Visakhapatnam Branch, members from Visakhapatnam, Vijayanaram, and Srikakulam districts, senior members of the profession, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It gives me pleasure and a deed of sense of pride to stand before you today, not only as a Vice Chairman of SIRC, but also as one among you for Ardha Samruddhi, the 2 days national conference hosted by Visakhapatnam branch with the support of CPE Committee of ICAI in the most happening city of Visakhapatnam. We are proud to be members of the largest accounting body in the world. Today, as we inaugurate the program, I am reminded that our profession is much more than the audits, taxation or advisory. We are the nation builders. We contribute silently but significantly to the financial integrity, policy shaping and economic growth. The gathering is an opportunity for us to connect, to learn from one another and reflect on how we can enhance our role in the society, not only as accountants, but as trusted advisors, ethical leaders, and lifelong learners. Friends, వేదిక మీద మనకి చాలామంది ముఖ్య అతిథులు ఉన్నారు. ప్రత్యేకంగా నారా లోకేష్ గారు, యాక్చువల్గా లోకేష్ గారి గురించి వాళ్ళ పిఏని అడిగినప్పుడు, ఆయన వస్తున్నారా లేరా ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి అని అడిగినప్పుడు, సార్ ఒకసారి టైం ఇచ్చాక, డేట్ ఇచ్చాక తప్పకుండా వస్తారు సార్, దట్టు విశాఖపట్నం అంటే తప్పకుండా వస్తారు సార్ అని చెప్పారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ కమింగ్. యాక్చువల్గా ఆయన మ్యారేజ్ డే 26న, 27th ఫెస్టివల్, 28th ఇండియా వచ్చారు, 29th రాగానే ఆయన విశాఖపట్నం ఫస్ట్ మన మీటింగ్కే వచ్చారు. అలాగే మన మెంబర్స్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి లాస్ట్ టైం గుంటూరులో స్టూడెంట్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి అటెండ్ అయ్యారు. ఫస్ట్ టైం ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో మెంబర్స్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి లోకేష్ గారు ఇదే ఫస్ట్ టైం అనుకుంటాను అటెండ్ అవటం. ఎస్ఆర్సి కాన్ఫరెన్స్ చెన్నైలో జరిగింది, మనందరూ తెలుసు. తమిళనాడు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టెక్నాలజీ మినిస్టర్ పీటీఆర్ అంటారు సార్, పళనివేల్ త్యాగరాజన్, హీ అటెండెడ్ యాజ్ స్పీకర్ సార్. మన నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ మన కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి లోకేష్ గారిని గెస్ట్గా కాకుండా ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ మీద స్పీకర్గా పిలవాలనుకుంటున్నాను సార్. ఎందుకంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఏఐ నేర్చుకుంటున్నాం. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ 4,80,000 మెంబర్స్, 40,000 మెంబర్స్ ఏఐ ఫస్ట్ లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ ఏఐ ట్రైనింగ్ కంప్లీట్ చేశాం. కానీ లోకేష్ గారు ఈరోజు ఒక జెడ్పీ హై స్కూల్లో ఏఐ ల్యాబ్ ఇనాగ్రేట్ చేయబోతున్నారు ఈరోజు. సో ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు కంగ్రాచులేట్ యూ సార్ ఆన్ దిస్ అకేషన్. వైస్ చైర్మన్గా ఎలక్ట్ అయ్యాక దిస్ ఇస్ మై ఫస్ట్ మీటింగ్ ఇన్ విశాఖపట్నం. నేను వైస్ చైర్మన్గా ఎలక్ట్ అవడానికి నాకు విశాఖపట్నం నుంచి మెంబర్స్ సపోర్ట్ చాలా ఎక్కువగా ఉంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ అండి. వితౌట్ ద సపోర్ట్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఐ కుడ్ నాట్ అచీవ్ దిస్ పొజిషన్ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రసన్న సార్. మన వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ గారు విజన్ గైడెన్స్ మూలంగానే రీసెంట్గా మనం విజయవాడలో కాన్వకేషన్, ఫస్ట్ టైం ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో కాన్వకేషన్ జరుపుకున్నాం బికాస్ ఆఫ్ హిస్ సపోర్ట్ ఓన్లీ. ప్రసన్న గారి గురించి నేను మీకు చెప్పక్కర్లేదు అనుకుంటాను, మీరంతా వైజాగ్ వాళ్ళు కాబట్టి ఒక చిన్న విషయం చెప్తాను. ఆయన 24/7 అవైలబిలిటీ ఉంటారు ఫర్ మెంబర్స్ కోసం. ఆయన హోటల్ సాంగ్రీలాలో ఉంటారు ఢిల్లీలో. ఆ హోటల్ వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటారంటే, ఆయన మాటలో చెప్పాలంటే, హోటల్ వాళ్ళకంటే ప్రసన్న గారు ఎక్కువ టైం హోటల్లో ఉంటారు, ఢిల్లీలో ఉంటుంటారు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద కమిట్మెంట్ టువర్డ్స్ ది సర్వీస్. అంటే ఆయన దాదాపు నెలలో ఒక్కరోజు మాత్రమే వైజాగ్ వస్తున్నారు అనుకుంటాను. యాక్చువల్గా లోకేష్ గారు ఎప్పుడు చెప్తా ఉంటారు, మన రాష్ట్రంలో డబుల్ ఇంజిన్ సర్కార్ నడుస్తోంది, ఇక్కడ కూటమి ప్రభుత్వం, అలాగే అక్కడ ఢిల్లీలో కూడా మోడీ గారు గవర్నమెంట్, అలాగే మాకు కూడా సీఎల్లో ప్రజెంట్ డబుల్ ఇంజిన్ సర్కార్ నడుస్తుంది సార్. ఇక్కడ నేను వైస్ చైర్మన్గా ఉన్నాను, అలాగే ప్రసన్న గారు వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్గా ఉన్నారు. సో మీ అందరి సహకారం ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్లో కూడా ఇలాగే ఉండాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. I now request our chairman, CA Andavarapu Sridhar, to honor our guest MLA, Shri Ganta Srinivas Rao Garu. I request Shri Ganta Srinivas Rao Garu to address the gathering.
ముందుగా అందరికీ నమస్కారం. సిటీ ఆఫ్ డెస్టినీగా ఒక ఫైనాన్షియల్ క్యాపిటల్, అందరికి కూడా ఎంతో ఇష్టమైన విశాఖ నగరంలో ఈ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ ఏర్పాటు చేయటం, ప్రత్యేకించి ఇటువంటి కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి ఒక నిండుదల రావాలంటే దానికి హాజరయ్యే ముఖ్య అతిథి బట్టి ఆ ప్రోగ్రాంకి నిర్ధారణ వస్తుంటుంది. మరి ఈరోజు మనకు ఒక యూత్ ఐకాన్గా తనేంటో మొత్తం దేశం అంతా కూడా గుర్తించే విధంగా ఈరోజు తను పర్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తూ అందరి మనల్ని పొందుతున్న యువ నాయకులు లోకేష్ బాబు గారు రావటం చాలా సంతోషం. అలాగే వేదికపైన సోదరులు కొండపల్లి శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు, అలాగే మిత్రులు ప్రసన్న, మిగతా ఇతర పెద్దలందరూ కూడా నమస్కారాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ విశాఖలో ఈ లోకల్ ఎమ్మెల్యేగా కూడా మీ అందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటా ఉన్నాను. మామూలుగా చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంటెన్సీ నేను లా చేసే ముందు ఈ ఏం చేయాలి ఏంటి డిగ్రీ అయిన తర్వాత అనుకున్నప్పుడు జనరల్గా ప్రొఫెషన్స్ గురించి ఏది బాగుంటుంది ఏంటి అనుకున్నప్పుడు కూడా సీఏ కూడా చేస్తే బాగుంటుంది, మంచి ఫ్యూచర్ ఉంటుందని కొంతమంది సజెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు వెంటనే కొంతమంది చెప్పారు సీఏలో చాలా తక్కువ మంది పాస్ అవుతారు బ్రదరు, ఓన్లీ 4-5% దాంట్లో క్వాలిఫై అవుతారు, కాబట్టి అటువంటి ప్రయత్నం చేయొద్దని చెప్పారు. సో దెన్ ఐ డిసైడెడ్ చాలా డిఫికల్ట్ లైన్ లాగా ఉంది మనకి ఎందుకని చెప్పి లాలోకి వచ్చాం. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఇంతమంది మీరు ఈరోజు క్వాలిఫైడ్ చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంటెంట్స్ ఉండటం చాలా సంతోషం. మామూలుగా వాళ్ళలో టాప్ ఫ్లోర్ ఏ అయితే డెలాయిట్ కావచ్చు, ప్రైస్ వాటర్ కావచ్చు, E&Y కావచ్చు, KPMG కావచ్చు, ఇలాంటి చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంటెన్సీ కంపెనీలే కాకుండా మనకు కూడా ఇండియాలో మరి ప్రత్యేకించి నేను వైజాగ్లో నేను బిజినెస్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు మేము కూడా మాకు బ్రహ్మయ్య కంపెనో లేకపోతే రావణ్ కుమారో కొంతమంది వైజాగ్లో కూడా ఈ హౌస్ హోల్డ్ చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంటెంట్ నేమ్స్ ఉండేవి. అటువంటి దగ్గర నుంచి ఈరోజు ఇప్పుడే మన మాట్లాడిన పెద్దలు చెప్పారు, విశాఖపట్నం నుంచి మన ప్రసన్న ఈరోజు నేషనల్ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్, అంటే వుడ్ బి ప్రెసిడెంట్. ఇదంతా కూడా మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళకి ఒక గర్వకారణం. అయితే ఇక్కడ ప్రధానంగా మీరందరూ కూడా ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఎవరైతే ఒక కస్టోడియన్స్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇండియన్ ఎకానమీ మీరు వచ్చారు కాబట్టి మీ అందరికీ నేను ఒకటే నా అప్పీలు, ఈ దేశం అనేది ప్రపంచంలోనే ఒక బలమైన ఆర్థిక శక్తిగా తయారు కాబోతా ఉంది. దానికి ప్రధానమైన కారణం ఆ రోజు కేంద్రంలో మన్మోహన్ సింగ్ గారు, పివి నరసింహరావు గారు సంస్కరణలకి శ్రీకారం చుడితే ఒక విజనరీ లీడర్, ఈరోజు దేశంలోనే ఒక టాల్ లీడర్, అందరూ కూడా ఒక రోల్ మోడల్గా ఉన్న చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు దాన్ని మరింత వేగంగా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లి ఈరోజు దేశంలో సంస్కరణలకి రిఫార్మ్స్ కి ఆ రోజు ఆయన స్పీడప్ చేయడానికి నాంది పలికింది మన ప్రీతమ నాయకులు చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు. ఆ రోజు నేను పార్లమెంట్ సభ్యుడిగా ఉన్నాను 1999-2004. చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా ఢిల్లీ వస్తుంటే ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఏపీ భవన్ మనకు అక్కడ హెడ్ క్వార్టర్గా ఉండేది, ఏపీ భవన్ అని. ఆ ఏపీ భవన్ ఢిల్లీ రాజకీయాలు కాదు దేశ రాజకీయాలకి ఒక కేంద్రంగా ఉండేది. అంటే అటు కేంద్ర మంత్రులు లేకపోతే రాష్ట్రాల ముఖ్యమంత్రులు వాళ్లే కాకుండా ఎవరైతే మాంటెక్ సింగ్, అహ్లూవాలియా అటువంటి వాళ్ళు, ఈ ఫైనాన్స్ ప్లానింగ్ కమిషన్లు, ఇప్పుడు నీతి ఆయోగ్ లాంటివి ఉన్నాయో అవన్నీ కూడా వాటికి సంబంధించిన వాళ్ళు కూడా వచ్చి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారితో ఎలాగా ఈ రిఫార్మ్స్ ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లాలి, ఎలాగా ఈ లిబరలైజేషన్, ప్రైవేటైజేషన్, గ్లోబలైజేషన్ ని పబ్లిక్ విత్ హ్యూమన్ ఫేస్ అది బెనిఫిట్ అయ్యే విధంగా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్లాలి, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఆయనతో మాట్లాడుతుంటే నేను అప్పుడే కొత్తగా ఎంటర్ అయిన పొలిటీషియన్ గా ఆశ్చర్యపోయేవాడిని. అంటే ఒక రాజకీయ నాయకుడితోటి ఒక బ్యూరోక్రాట్స్, అకాడమిషియన్స్ వాళ్ళు కూడా వచ్చి ఈ విషయాలు మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటే ఓహో పాలిటిక్స్ లో ఇట్లా కూడా ఉంటారా, అప్పటిదాకా నాకు ట్రెడిషనల్ పొలిటీషియన్స్ తెలుసు. అటువంటి ఒక రిఫార్మ్స్ చేసిన వ్యక్తి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారు. భారతదేశం ప్రపంచంలోనే ఒక బలమైన ఆర్థిక శక్తిగా రాబోయే రోజుల్లో ఒక 3వ దేశంగా కాబోతా ఉంది. అటువంటి కాబోతున్న టైంలో మీ రోల్ అనేది చాలా ముఖ్యమైనది. ఈరోజు ప్రభుత్వానికి ప్రజలకి యు ఆర్ ద బ్రిడ్జ్, ఆ పాలసీస్ కి ప్రాక్టీసెస్ కి యు ఆర్ ద బ్రిడ్జ్. కరెక్ట్ గా ఏదైనా కొత్త రిఫార్మ్ చేసినప్పుడు, జీఎస్టీ లాంటి ఒక రిఫార్మ్ దేశంలోనే ఒక సెన్సేషనల్ బిగ్గెస్ట్ రిఫార్మ్ నా ఉద్దేశంలో, అది వచ్చినప్పుడు అందరం కూడా ఒక రకమైన గందరగోళం, కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఏంటనేది. అటువంటిది ఒక బలమైన నాయకుడు ఒక దృఢ సంకల్పంతో ఒక రిఫార్మ్ చేసినప్పుడు దాన్ని గ్రౌండ్ లోకి తీసుకెళ్లి కరెక్ట్ గా దాన్ని రిజల్ట్స్ వచ్చే విధంగా చేయడంలో ఆ రోజు ప్రముఖ పాత్ర పోషించింది చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంటెంట్స్ చెప్పడంలో ఏ మాత్రం కూడా సందేహం లేదు. నేను కూడా అనేక సెమినార్స్ హ్యాండిల్ అయ్యేవాడిని. అప్పట్లో జోకులు వేసేవాళ్ళు, వాళ్ళు ఏ క్వశ్చన్లు వేసినా ఆన్సర్ చెప్పగలం ఎక్సెప్ట్ జీఎస్టీ గురించి అడగొద్దని చెప్పని. అటువంటి కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉండింది. ఆ టైం నుంచి దాన్ని ఈరోజు దేశంలో ఇన్ని లక్షల కోట్ల రూపాయలు ట్యాక్స్ వసూలు అవుతా ఉన్నాయి, ఫిల్ఫరేజ్ లేకుండా జరుగుతా ఉన్నాయి. ఇవన్నీ జరుగుతున్నాయంటే ఆ రిఫార్మ్స్ ని కరెక్ట్ గా ప్రజల్లోకి తీసుకెళ్లింది మీరని చెప్పని కూడా తెలియజేసుకుంటూ ఈరోజు విశాఖపట్నం వచ్చారు కాబట్టి ఒక్క నిమిషం వైజాగ్ గురించి కూడా చెప్పి నేను ముగిస్తాను. ఎందుకంటే ముఖ్య అతిథి గారు మాట్లాడాలి. ఆయనకి షెడ్యూల్డ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కూడా చాలా ఉన్నాయి. చంద్రంపల్లిలో స్కూల్ ఉంది, తర్వాత రాయలసీమ బ్లూలో ఉంది, తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ చాలా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. మినిట్ టు మినిట్ కూడా ఆయన టైం మెయింటైన్ చేయాలని ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు. కాబట్టి ఒకటే నేను మిమ్మల్ని కోరుతా ఉన్నాను, వైజాగ్ అనేది ఇట్స్ ఎ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ప్లేస్ నౌ. ఒక ఫైనాన్షియల్ క్యాపిటలే కాదు, డెస్టినీ కాదు. ఈ రోజు మొన్న నేను లోకేష్ గారిని కలిసినప్పుడు ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు అన్నారు, అలా మీ వైజాగ్ గురించి వస్తున్న పరిశ్రమలు చూస్తుంటే కొన్ని జిల్లా వాళ్ళు పక్కన వాళ్ళు కొంచెం జలసీ ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారన్నా, అంత ఎక్కువ మీ వైజాగ్ వస్తా ఉన్నాయి. ఎవరు ఒక ఐటీ కంపెనీ అన్నా, ఎవరు ఒక టూరిజం ప్రాజెక్ట్ అన్నా, లేదు ఎవరు ఒక రెసిడెన్షియల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అన్నా ముందు వైజాగ్ వైపు చూస్తా ఉన్నారు. అటువంటి ఇది వచ్చింది మనకి, వైజాగ్ ను ఎక్కడికో తీసుకెళ్లాలని అని చెప్పి ఆయన చెప్పినప్పుడు చాలా సంతోషం వేసింది. తప్పకుండా బాబు మీరు ఏదైతే కళ్ళగంటా ఉన్నారో వైజాగ్ అనేది, ఆ వైజాగ్ ని ఒక మనం ఫ్రేమ్ చేసుకోవడంలో స్థానిక శాసనసభ్యుడిగా నేను కూడా మీతో పాటు కలిసి జర్నీ చేస్తానని చెప్పిన కూడా తెలియజేసుకుంటూ, ఇప్పటికే మనకి టీసీఎస్ వచ్చింది, అలాగే ఏదైతే కాగ్నిజెంట్ వచ్చింది, త్వరలోనే గూగుల్ నిన్న అఫీషియల్ గా అనౌన్స్ చేశారు డేటా సెంటర్ రాబోతా ఉంది. దాంతోపాటు సత్వా, ఇట్లాగా అదాని, ఇట్లా సిఫీ, ఇలా ఎన్నో రకాల ఐటీ కంపెనీలే కాదు, టూరిజం ప్రాజెక్టులే కాదు, భవిష్యత్తులో మనం ఏదైతే సిటీ ఆఫ్ డెస్టినీ అన్నామో ఆ విధంగా ఖచ్చితంగా కాబోతున్న నగరం, ఆ నగరంలో ఇటువంటి కాన్ఫరెన్స్ పెట్టడం కూడా దీనికి మరింత శోభనిచ్చిందని తెలియజేసుకుంటూ, మరి ప్రత్యేకించి ప్రసన్న నాకు మంచి మిత్రుడు, అంతేకాదు ఒక రంగం నాకు బాగా దగ్గర రిలేషన్ కూడా. మా వాళ్ళ సిస్టర్లా మా క్లాస్మేట్స్, మేమందరం ఒకే ఏరియా నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళం. అటువంటి ప్రసన్న ఈరోజు నేషనల్ వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ గా ఉండటం, త్వరలోనే ఆటోమేటిక్ అది ప్రెసిడెంట్ కూడా అవుతాడు. ఒక తెలుగువాడు ఇటువంటి లక్షల మంది మెంబర్స్ ఉన్న ఈ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కి నేషనల్ లెవెల్లో ప్రెసిడెంట్ కావడం గొప్ప విషయం. తనకి మనస్ఫూర్తిగా బెస్ట్ విషెస్ తెలియజేసుకుంటూ ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Thank you, sir, for such nice words about chartered accountancy profession and futuristic vision about Visakhapatnam, and that makes us to continue stay motivated. I now request Vice Chairman of Visakhapatnam branch of ICAI, CA Nara Lokesh, to honor the Minister of MSME, Sri Kondapalli Srinivas Garu. Honorable Minister Sri Kondapalli Srinivas Garu to deliver his message.
అందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. ముఖ్యంగా వేదికను అలంకరించినటువంటి మా యువ నాయకులు నారా లోకేష్ గారు, ప్రత్యేకించి చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంట్స్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి, నేషనల్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి రావడం, అది విశాఖపట్నం రావడం, మీ అందరినీ అడ్రస్ చేస్తూ మాట్లాడడం ఖచ్చితంగా ఒక మంచి పరిణామాన్ని భావిస్తున్నాను. అలాగే మా సీనియర్ నాయకులు గంటా శ్రీనివాస్ గారు, అలాగే వైస్ చైర్మన్ ఆఫ్ ICAI ప్రసన్న కుమార్ గారు, అండ్ అదర్ డిగ్నిటీస్ ఆన్ ది డయాస్ అండ్ ఆఫ్ ది డయాస్. నిజంగా చెప్పాలంటే my invitation is I want to come with my leader. నాకు ఇక్కడ తీసుకొచ్చి నన్ను కూడా ఇక్కడ ఫెసిలిటేట్ చేసి నన్ను కూడా మాట్లాడమన్నారు. బట్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ వాంట్ టు మేక్ ఎ పాయింట్. అండర్ ది legendary leadership of Honorable Chief Minister and technology oriented young leader Nara Lokesh garu, the state is aspiring for a big number. The state is aspiring for a very huge development for the state, because the state has lost his fate after post separation of Telangana. ఆంధ్ర విడిపోయిన తర్వాత రాష్ట్రం చాలా కోల్పోయింది. సో దాన్ని ఆస్పైర్ చేసి మళ్ళీ రాష్ట్రాన్ని దారిలో పెట్టాలంటే చాలా మైన్యూట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, చాలా ఫోకస్డ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అండ్ ఫోకస్డ్ గ్రోత్ అనేది మన రాష్ట్రానికి అవసరమని నిత్యం ప్రజల్లో ఉంటూ ప్రజలు తాలూకా రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటి, ఎలా డెవలప్ చేయాలి, రాష్ట్రాన్ని ఏ రకంగా పరుగులెత్తించాలనే దాని మీద గత 14-15 monthsగా నేను చూస్తున్నాను. అయితే ముఖ్యంగా ఈ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ ద్వారా మీకు రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసేది ఏంటంటే, ఇక్కడ మన రాష్ట్రానికి ఐటీ ఒక కొత్త అయితే ఆంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్ అనేది నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్. ఆంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్ని ఫోకస్ చేసి ప్రమోట్ చేసి నర్చర్ చేసి జాగ్రత్తగా తీసుకెళ్లాలంటే ఖచ్చితంగా మీ సర్వీసెస్ మాకు చాలా అవసరం. మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా ఒక ఆంటర్ప్రినర్ అన్నవాడిని ఈజీగా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయగలుగుతారు, ఈజీగా వాళ్ళ తాలూకా మోటివేషన్ మీరు అర్థం చేసుకోగలుగుతారు, వాళ్ళ ఫైనాన్షియల్ క్యాపబిలిటీ అర్థం చేసుకోగలుగుతారు. వాళ్ళు ఏ రకంగా నర్చర్ చేస్తే ఖచ్చితంగా ఒక ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి ఒక వెల్ సెటిల్డ్ ఆంటర్ప్రినర్ కింద తయారు చేసే కెపాసిటీ మీకు ఉంది. సో ఈ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ ద్వారా మీ అందరికీ రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసేది ఏంటంటే డెఫినెట్గా గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఏదైతే అనుకుంటున్నారో వన్ ఫ్యామిలీ వన్ ఆంటర్ప్రినర్లో డెఫినెట్గా మీ పాత్రకి పెద్ద పాత్ర అవ్వాలని, డెఫినెట్గా మీ తాలూకా సక్సెస్ రాష్ట్రం సక్సెస్ అవ్వాలని మీ అందరికీ కోరుకుంటూ ఈ కాన్ఫరెన్స్ మంచి విజయవంతంగా అవుతుందని భావిస్తూ ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. నమస్కారం.
Thank you, sir. It's nice to hear such a valuable words from a dynamic leader like you. Dear members, now let's take the pleasure of looking at the achievements and professional contributions of our beloved Vice President of ICAI, CAD Prasanna Kumar Garu.
Leadership. It is a privilege to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to CAD Prasanna Kumar, Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for the council year 2025-26. His leadership journey began at the grassroots as Secretary and Vice Chairman of Southern India CA Students Association. He has held all positions at Visakhapatnam branch. During his tenure as chairman, for the first time Visakhapatnam branch won Best Branch Award at Southern Regional level. He was the man behind in earning national recognition for our branch by hosting a joint regional conference alongside the Eastern India Regional Council and adjudged excellent performance certificate at national level. As a chairman of SIRC during the tenure 2013-14, he also pioneered the concept of an annual sub-regional conference in every state and union territory. In December 2013, the landmark regional conference Udyati, hosted at the Visakhapatnam beachfront with 2,425 delegates, remains a proud chapter in our collective memory. He was elected to Central Council for 3 consecutive terms from 2018 with quota votes, and in 2021 he secured highest number of votes in the country. On February 12, 2025, he was elected as Vice President of ICAI for the council year 2025-26, an honor of particular resonance for Andhra origin professionals and a moment of genuine pride for Visakhapatnam. As a Central Council member and Vice President of ICAI, he contributed significantly in the areas of student scholarships, ERP implementations, examination reforms, clearing pendencies in Board of Discipline, infrastructure policies, human resource reforms, digital re-engineering and transformation, and many more. He is the first CA to become Vice President of ICAI from the state of Andhra Pradesh. He is a volleyball player and actively associated with sports organizations in many games in Andhra Pradesh and at national level. CAD Prasanna Kumar continues to inspire both the present and next generation within the profession and beyond. As members of the Visakhapatnam branch, this welcome is also a homecoming. We greet not only a national leader of stature, but one of our own, whose journey began here and whose example continues to elevate us all. Ladies and gentlemen, with pride and warmth, let's all extend a gracious welcome to our distinguished guest, CAD Prasanna Kumar, Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India.
That was such an incredible and inspiring visual feast of our Vice President. Sir, you have taken Visakhapatnam to the national level with your remarkable journey. I request our Secretary CA Ram Naidu and Chairman CA Andavarapu Sridhar to honor the Vice President. I'm delighted to invite CAD Prasanna Kumar Garu to share his insightful thoughts to the August gathering.
Most respected Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, Honorable Minister for Human Resources Development, Information Technology, Electronics and Communication and Real-Time Governance, Government of Andhra Pradesh and the Chief Guest for today's function. Respected Kondapalli Srinivas Garu, Honorable Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of Andhra Pradesh and the Guest of Honor for today's function. And respected Sri Ganta Srinivasa Garu, Member of Legislative Assembly from Bhimli constituency and the former Minister in the Government of Andhra Pradesh and former Member of Parliament also, CA Muppala Subbarao, the Vice Chairman of Southern Region, CA Sridhar Andhavarapu, the Chairman of Visakhapatnam Branch, CA Namadi Ramanayudu, the Secretary of Visakhapatnam Branch, and CA Yerla Tirupatayya, the Regional Council Member who is sitting in the front row, and distinguished guests, members in the profession, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. It's a proud moment for me, and I'm happy and delighted to participate in the inaugural session of the 2 days national conference being conducted by Visakhapatnam branch, my home branch. And after I became the Vice President, there was a felicitation function organized in the month of February. After that, this is my first visit I visited Andhra Pradesh only once in a month. I come to Visakhapatnam. And this is the first time addressing all of you, the members in Visakhapatnam branch. And this is another memorable day for me, that within a span of 2 months, and the July and August, the middle of September, within a matter of 2 months, I got second opportunity to share the dais with our honorable leader, the leader of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Nara Lokesh Garu. I had an occasion to meet him in the students' conference, which are organized in July 2025 in Guntur. That is the day, so we have seen the clear demarcation he makes. We're all waiting near the entrance to receive him. And many party leaders have come, right from the mayor of Guntur, members of Legislative Assembly, all of them were there. He greeted everyone, including the last party leader who has come there. He took photographs, greeted them, everything. And after that he said, Anna, mana pani ayipoyindi, inga vaalla pani meeda veltunanu. You will not believe, Nara Lokesh is the only person who entered our hall. All others have gone from there. That is the type of professionalism he has got. And he spoke so well that day. So well. And, you know, in the social media, whatever the highlights he has spoken about the chartered accountant profession, that has become viral everywhere. Probably, Nara Lokesh Garu was familiar to all of us. Probably all of us in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana or some parts of southern region. After he delivered such a great speech in Guntur, he is known to every chartered accountant, entire CA fraternity in the country and the world. That is the way he has spoken. And he is a star performer and stellar performer. Whichever the position that is assigned to him, be it a General Secretary of the Telugu-speaking party or as a minister, we are all aware. That was the minister, he was Minister of Panchayat Raj and Rural Development in the tenure 2014-19. Such exemplary work he has done and such an exemplary thing that initiated, and thereby he brought laurels to Andhra Pradesh, and the highest number of awards for the stellar performances given by the Government of India at the national under his dynamic leadership. Such a great leader and who is helping, like, Ganta Srinivasa told that, he is doing a lot of things for Andhra Pradesh and in particular for Visakhapatnam. Such is the greatness of our great leader. Sir, I got great pleasure to welcome you for our conference on both the entire CA fraternity, sir. And friends, you are all aware, that's our minister for Kondapalli Srinivas Garu, Minister for MSME. Sir, we are doing a lot of work for MSMEs. We have got MOE with the Ministry of MSME, Government of India, and in fact the MSME Day was celebrated in the presence of MSME Minister. So in Mumbai, And similarly, we got MOUs with, I think, 8 or 9 state governments have got MOUs where the chartered accountants in practice were hand-holding the development of MSME. MSME is the backbone of the country, like agriculture is the backbone of this country. MSME is also backbone, and we have made a lot of contribution for that. The MSME Yatra, if you remember, which we conducted a couple of years ago, the bus Yatra was there, thereby whatever the MSME registration was there, Udyam registration was there, they almost doubled during the span of 45 days. That is the performance of the contribution of the Institute of Chartered of India. So, in fact, there's a separate committee for MSME. We are in touch with the government of Andhra Pradesh to have a similar MOU, so that all the practices are not only here, entire Andhra Pradesh will handhold to see that the MSME prospers in Andhra Pradesh, sir. We'll reach out to you very soon, sir. And Ganta Srinivas, he has already told, we have got a lot of family relationship for the 40 years. This is a 4 decades relationship for us. And he has spoken, so nicely has spoken about the contribution of chartered accountants in the implementation of fiscal laws, particularly GST. I'm telling you, sir, if at all there's a collection of 2,37,000 crores of GST in the month of April 2025, and certainly there's a contribution of each and every practicing and the employment chartered accountant here. There are so many duties for that. There was even the businessmen, they are also having so many apprehensions about the implementation of GST. At those days, we went door to door and met every trade association and instilled confidence in them that GST is going to be beneficial to not only the business community, but also the public at large and also the public exchequer also. This is what you have done. Thank you, sir, for recognizing our services, which has been told by Nirmala Sitharamanji, Honorable Minister of Finance, Government of India. She appreciated the contribution made by all the chartered accountants implementation when they were celebrating GST after 5 years of implementation. So thanks a lot, sir. So, friends, actually, Honorable Minister, sir, is aware about the constitution of our institute. I explained to him in the Guntur when I met him also. Sir, as you are aware, that we have got 183 branches, including Visakhapatnam, and we have got 5 regional offices, and we have got offices under 15 overseas chapters we have, and we have got 31 representative officers spread over 86 cities and spread over 47 countries in the world. That is the presence that we have, global presence, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has. And as you are aware, it is the largest accounting body. And he was also talking to me about the women. You have got a lot of women in chartered accountants, and I don't find many women here. I told him there are 53 women sitting in this hall. We got the correct number also. So as you are aware, that we have got 30% of chartered accountants. No reservation, nothing. Is only meritocracy. Nothing else is required to become a chartered accountant. In this scenario, we have got 30% of chartered accountants are women chartered accountants. And he's also aware that 44% of our students are also female students. So that contribution we are making for the gender development also. And Andhra Pradesh is not lagging behind anywhere. Though it's a very young state which have carved out of the rest of Andhra Pradesh, as far as chartered accountants are concerned also, so I'm happy to tell you, as on day for yesterday evening, and the number of chartered accountants who have got registered address in Andhra Pradesh are 14,000 chartered accountants. And how do you appreciate the 14,000? Compare it to Telangana, which has got highest number in Hyderabad, there are only 17,000, we are 14,000, we are not lagging behind anywhere. We are good in numbers. And as far as the branch network is concerned, we got 13 districts, old district, before bifurcation was 13 districts, we got 13 branches. Andhra Pradesh is the only state where I got one branch for each district. No other state has got in another country. And we are also establishing, only Srikakulam is left over, and I am sure another 6 to 8 months to go, we will have a branch in Srikakulam also. Thereby, we will have 14 branches in Andhra Pradesh. Sir, chartered accountants' role, Ganta Srinivas very nicely explained our role in the implementation of any fiscal law in the country. Recently, you are aware that we had our council meeting, we are 40-member council, 32 elected representatives like me, and our 8 government of India nominees are there. We had a council meeting, one outstation council meeting every year we have. This time we have it in Pahalgam. We know the incident, what happened in Pahalgam. The Honorable Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Sri Umar Abdullah sir, he came there. He has spent more than 2 hours with us, with all our families also. You are so excited to say that the new era, the entire tourism industry was hit. But after the Pahalgam incident, unfortunate incident would happen. He said, your new era is going to open by the Institute of Chartered of India, whereby he told the entire world that Pahalgam, entire Jammu and Kashmir open for tourism. There's no risk whatsoever is involved. That is the way we got the name and fame. while we were discussing with the Honorable Chief Minister there was also advisor who is also a very senior person. So we had a discussion. He said that, in the implementation of the revenue generating laws in Jammu and Kashmir, he wanted a study to be made by Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And we have already initiated that process. He also said that the government spending is also, we need to have some control mechanism, some checks and balances, government spending also. He wanted to make a study. We are also studying that one. Once we are going to be successful in Jammu and Kashmir, I am sure with the same logic as a pilot project is successful, we would like to go meet other governments, state governments also, to see that the same thing is replicated in other parts also. As you are aware, ICAI, in associated with Control and Auditor General of India, we initiated a scheme for certifying accountants for the Panchayat Raj system, right from village Panchayat up to Jilla Parishad. So we've got a scheme that is taking off now. Probably it may take another year or two. In the meanwhile, we had a discussion with the chartered accountants in Punjab. So when I had a discussion in Amritsar, so there was a good idea which has come from the chartered accountants there. They said, sir, whatever the reform that we are going to do to bring the accountancy and the transparency and accountability at the lowest rung of the entire government administration, which is the village panchayat. So we'd like to have pro bono. We want to do the service. What is that service? They said a set of chartered accountants in Punjab will go and maintain the accounts. We write the accounts. There's a software we are designing now. We go and maintain the accounts of all the Panchayat Raj institutions, local bodies. And another set of chartered, they will go and do the audit. We will not take any fees for that for 2 years. We want to see that everything is streamlined. And Punjab should be the first state to say that now Gujarat is in the forefront. Punjab, they want to make it that the accounting system in the Panchayat institution is well established. So we are just studying on that particular project. After that is successful, after it comes on stage, what is our next role? Next thing is anybody's guess and expectation will approach the government of Andhra Pradesh to replicate the same thing. And we, the chartered accountants, all of us, the entire Andhra Pradesh, who are practice, will do the same service here, so that these governments, where these accounts are audited, they get a lot of additional grants from the Finance Commission, Government of India. That also will enable, and we have to see that our role should be useful to the economic growth of our state also. So, as you are all aware, audit quality is the buzzword now. Audit quality, we got, Center of Audit Quality was started. We are also coming out with many, audit tools using artificial intelligence for the benefit of small and medium practitioners. And audit has become a complicated structure now. It's not as simple as the, assurance service provision we have been doing, where, we used to audit the accounts and give our opinion whether accounts and financial statements are giving a true and fair view. That is what has been happening. Though we'll be continuing the assurance service providing, but also now the things have changed. That the way in which our curriculum is structured, the way in which we are all, trained properly and extensively under the practicing chartered accountant, we are going to an era where all the stakeholders are expecting us to be a business solution provider. That's what is going to be the future. And not only assurance, the business solution provision is going to be there. That is going to lead to total business solution provision by the chartered accountants in very near future. So ESG, the environmental, social and governance is the buzzword today. Sustainability is the buzzword today. And to achieve the sustainable goals, and ICAI is in the premium institution which is taking the lead. When we conduct the World Congress after 118 years in Mumbai in the year 2022, that time we have seen that the entire gamut of the World Congress is carbon neutral. That's what we have done. Recently you must have seen, we came with a carbon emission calculator. And we are going to come with a scheme where you have to see what is the carbon emission happening in your office and with you and your family, and we have to see that all the chartered accountants in the country should see that whatever they do, the carbon neutrality should be brought in, so the climatic changes and the consequences should be curbed. That's the way we are working with that one. So I think I'll take another 2 minutes, sir. So I'm aware that you've got some other program, so I'll just take 2 minutes of time. Aggregation forms, you are all aware. Professional, as you know, among the professionals in the country, in the world, if I have to say, that more or less all the professionals are ethical professionals. But amongst them, we have to give it a rank. The rank number 1 will be the most ethical profession, you have to say, that is the profession of chartered accountants. See, R.C. Cooper, you are the president of 60 years ago. In his speech, he said, so though we have to examine that even something, when you're examining or doing the audit, if something is found to be legal, a chartered accountant has to apply his mind whether it's ethical or not. That is the way we work. That is the standard that we maintain. So apart from physical infrastructure, digital infrastructure, we are doing a lot of things. Artificial intelligence, Honorable Minister Sir was also discussing artificial intelligence. The moment we came with artificial intelligence 1.0, that has been over now. We are launching artificial intelligence 2.0 also. We are launched recently in the Pune, where we had a digital transformation summit was there, AA summit was there. So thereby, we are equipping all the chartered accountants that we have so far conducted more than 500 programs, and more than 25,000 chartered accountants participated there. And today is yet another day, yet another chapter we opened. Today at 12:30 Indian Standard Time, 12:30 p.m., we are launching a program in Kuwait. Overseas also we are launching AA program. This is another chapter we are opening in the international arena, Bas. And the next one is GCC, Global Capability Center. This is a happening thing. Lot of scope is there for global capability centers. Today at the same time, an event is happening in Gandhinagar, in IFSCA center in Ahmedabad, that we are having a GCC convention there, which is being attended by, which is launched by the Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat. That's the reason why our President is also there, going with the protocol. Whenever Chief Minister comes, President should be present there. He is present there. And the GCC is the happening thing which is going to happen now. And thousands of chartered accountants are employed in GCCs. And you go to Indore, I visited Indore and I went to Ahmedabad. There are so many chartered accountants involved in GCC activity. And we are also involved. The 4 state governments, including the West Bengal very recently, each state government is drafting their own policy for establishing GCCs. And you know, West Bengal also recent, around a week ago, they written a letter to us. We want to frame a policy. We want the inputs for the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. That is the way of doing. I'm sure, under the dynamic leadership of Nara Lokesh Garu, GCC should be a happening thing in Andhra Pradesh also very soon. Friends, with this, you know, I'll just close because I got a lot of things to tell, but for the want of time, you know, I'll just restrict it to 1 or 2 things. That is, recently, we have launched International ADR Center, ICAI International ADR Center. A Section 8 company has been formed. That was launched by Sri Arjun Ram Meghwalji, Honorable Minister of Law, Government of India. That happened in the month of beginning of August. So thereby, whatever the conciliation proceedings are there, and be it mediation and arbitration, everything is going to be, now it is the domain of advocates. Advocates are doing a great job. If you go to Delhi High Court, any court you go in Delhi, you got a conciliation center is there. And almost all the disputes which are referred to arbitration, they are all commercial disputes. Money is involved, law is involved. A combination of law advocates and also chartered accountants is going to be a big thing there. So gone are the days when people used to go to the court because justice is delayed, justice is denied, like that. So many things are there. And due to establishment of these particular mediation centers, I'm sure chartered accountants will play a greater role. Now we have opened 1 center in Delhi. We are going to down the line another 5 centers we are opening, and it's going to be made known to the entire public. You have a dispute. Instead of going to the court, come to the chartered accountant and coupled with the lawyers, they will settle the issue amicably. Who else can do better than chartered accountants? We are all equipped with that one. This is another 8th opportunity that we have in this one. And also free trade agreements. Government of India is having a free trade agreement. Negotiations are going on with Canada and UK. Canada makes little time. You are all aware of the situation in Canada and India. That will take some time. As for UK, the advanced stage is there. The CA Piyush Goyal, sir, he is also a chartered accountant and the Minister for Commerce, and he is taking the lead to see that our practice area, accounting area is open to UK and India on reciprocity basis. That's being worked out. If that comes, gone are the days when if something is open to our foreigners, we used to feel if the foreigners have come and acquire the entire thing, we will be left behind. But it's not the situation today. The situation has changed over a period of time. Today, if Indian chartered accountants are allowed to do something, they are thinking if Indian chartered are allowed, they will come and occupy the entire UK. That is the way it is going on. I am sure this will be in place very soon. Income tax bill, last item, income tax bill. You know, the income tax bill was into Lok Sabha. The moment it was introduced by the government, and that has been referred to select committee. There are 31 members in select committee. And the apprehension of all the chartered accountants in the entire country was that, whether the tax audit is going to continue the purview or under the purview of chartered accountants, or some other professionals will be also empaneled for allowed to perform the tax audit. That was the apprehension all of us had. Out of 31 members of parliament, myself and the Honorable President Chandrajit Singh Nanda sir, we met 25 of them. Out of 25, there are Telugu, two persons are there. A member of parliament from Andhra Pradesh from Telugu party, Sri Daggumal Prasad Rao, he is also a member of that particular committee. And also Hitar Rajendra Garu from Telangana, he is also a member of that committee. We met them, including them, we met them. We appraised them. We never said that, you please continue like that. We said that, we are equipped. Our curriculum includes audit. And, we have been trained in audit. And the audit is the forte of chartered accountants. And this is what the Supreme Court also mentioned in one or two judgments. That is the reason we said that the tax audit should continue with us. You have seen, now it is no more a bill, and it is an act. And right from the drafting of the income tax bill up to implementation, and before the select committee, ICAI has given a lot of inputs. Whatever the inputs, at least 30 to 40% inputs which you find in Income Tax Act has gone from the Institute of the Chartered Accountants of India. And they have been accepted by them. And ultimately, that audit forte continues with us. Who else can do? Only a chartered accountant can do. Nobody else can do the performance. The friends, with this I'll stop here. So I would like to say only one sentence. I want to read a full paragraph. Now there's no for positive of time. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, sir, when he attended Chartered Accountants function on 1st July 2017, that is GST implementation day, he said, apart from the rest of the things, I just read only one sentence. He said, your signature, that is the signature of Chartered Accountants, is more powerful than that of the Prime Minister of the country. That is the case he has given. I'm sure we'll all raise to the occasion, and we're all aware in today's world, financial transparency is vital. And we are trusted to trust the truth, and even to report when it is uncomfortable. There may be so many situations who have this uncomfortable situation there to compromise. We never compromise. Quality is the buzzword for us. Ethics is the buzzword for us. We'll continue to do that one, and we'll continue to uphold the values and principles of the profession, that is excellence, independence, and integrity. We'll continue with that. And friends, so as you're aware, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly, he said that India is the third largest economy after United States of America, China, and Germany. And we are already started a journey to see that India is a developed country and the largest economy in the world. By 2047, when we are going to celebrate the 100th year of independence. In this journey, Chartered Accountants, all of us, Om Birla sir said, Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha, he also mentioned in a couple of occasions, where he said that Chartered Accountants will have a certain role and will be a proud part of the journey to see that Vikasit Bharat 2047 is going to be achieved. So with this, I thank particularly Nara Lokesh Garu for your presence. It made a difference for all of us. If at all you see all the faces are glowing there, the entire hall was full by 10 a.m. today itself. That credit doesn't go to anybody else, that go to Nara Lokesh Garu only. People came to see that only. With this, wish you all the best. Have a great time of learning, couple of days, and we are sure by the time you leave this hall tomorrow evening, you'll be equipped with a lot of knowledge which will be useful for our day-to-day practice. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful and inspiring words about our chartered accountancy profession, and also for sharing the latest updates about our chartered accountancy profession. Dear members, it's now time for the special AV of a dynamic, visionary and unstoppable leader, today's chief guest, Shri Nara Lokesh Garu.
Shri Nara Lokesh Garu is a prominent young Indian political leader known for his significant contributions to Andhra Pradesh, particularly in technology, rural development and governance. He currently serves as a Minister of Human Resources Development, Information Technology, Electronics and Communications in Andhra Pradesh cabinet. Previously, the Lokesh Garu held the position of Minister for Information Technology, Panchayati Raj and Rural Development in the Chandrababu Naidu I cabinet during the period 2014-19. His innovative approach and dedication to public service led to impactful initiatives like mechanized cleaning of rural overhead tanks and the Chandrakanti LED project, which made East Godavari the first fully LED street district in India. Shri Lokesh's proactive efforts in addressing rural water crisis and enhancing grievance redressal to social media and technology earned him widespread recognition for effective governance. Before entering full-time politics in the year 2013, Lokesh Garu served as Vice President at Heritage Foods Limited, where he played a crucial role in doubling the company's revenue and expanding its footprint in major Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities across South India. He also worked with the World Bank on capacity building projects in e-governance and global connectivity solutions. A strong advocate of technology in governance, Lokesh has driven several e-governance initiatives such as Me Seva, Me Kosam and Me Bhumi, improving service delivery and citizen grievance redressal. Under his strong leadership, Visakhapatnam emerged as a global fintech hub, and Andhra Pradesh became a leader in blockchain adoption, with Vizag hosting Asia's largest blockchain conference in the year 2017. Sri Lokesh's commitment to public service extends to his work with the NTR Trust, which has significantly impacted the Telugu-speaking states through philanthropic initiatives. Hailing from a distinguished political family, including his grandfather, the legendary Nandamuri Tarak Ramarao Garu, his father, Honorable Chief Minister Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Sri Lokesh Garu continues to build on his family's legacy. To connect with the people of Andhra Pradesh, in the year 2023, he embarked on the Yogalam Padayatra, one of the longest political foot marches ever undertaken by a politician in India. In the year 2024 Assembly elections, he marked his first electoral win as a member of Legislative Assembly from Mangalagiri constituency with a huge margin of 91,413 votes over his opponent. With his visionary leadership, dedication to public service and commitment to people-centered governance, Nara Lokesh Garu stands as an inspiration to the youth and citizens alike. It is with immense pride and joy that we extend a warm welcome to the dynamic Honorable Minister, Nara Lokesh Garu, to this august gathering.
Sir, you're really a true inspiration for each and every citizen of Andhra Pradesh. Within no time, we wish to see you in much more higher positions. I request Vice President ICAI CAD Prasanna Kumar, SARC Vice Chairman CA Muppala Subbarao, Branch Chairman CA Andavarapu Sridhar to honor our chief guest. Of Sri Nara Lokesh Garu by our own member from Visakhapatnam, CA Vemula Manohar. Now I delightfully invite our chief guest to share his thought-provoking insights to the gathering.
Respected Vice President Prasanna Kumar Garu, honestly, when his name was read out, I was very envious because all of you clapped more for him. That shows he's clearly a very popular figure. And when we were sitting, Ganta Srinas Garu was feeling very insecure. Prasanna Kumar Garu and Rajikiyalloki vachestaremo ani bhayapadamu me andram. So to all the dignitaries on the dais, to fellow members of the Legislative Assembly, to the Honorable Minister, to all the professionals in front of me, a very warm welcome to Visakhapatnam. It gives me immense joy to join you here at the Ardha Samriddhi 2025. ICAI is not just about balance sheets. It's about building a balance of society. You are not only auditors of accounts, but you are auditors of accountability. You are not just record keepers of finance, but you are architects of nation building. Where there is trust in numbers, growth will happen in that nation. And that trust rests with all of you who are seated in front of me. You know, as HRD Minister, I'm really excited to be part of such wonderful conferences. You know, honestly, I'm envious because I really wish we had such conferences for members of legislative assemblies or even for ministers. Because one thing I believe that's constant in life is learning. If you look at all the great leaders in our country across sectors, one thing I've noticed that's common with them is their curiosity to always learn. You know, I had the great opportunity to meet the Honorable Prime Minister, sir, one-on-one. At the same time, I get to spend a lot of time with our Honorable Chief Minister. One thing I noticed common among them is their curiosity to always learn. They are willing to listen. And I believe that this conference will play a very, very important role in enriching you in that journey of learning. As Visakhapatnam, it is our jewel for Andhra Pradesh. It is the capital for IT, medical devices manufacturing, pharma, and even the deep water port ecosystem that we are building out here. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, if Vizag grows, only then will Andhra Pradesh grow. And we are committed to the growth of Visakhapatnam. You know, we are all very proud that Prasanna Kumar Garu hails from Visakhapatnam. It is very unfortunate that he is not visiting us a lot more. I'll request sir to spend a lot more time visiting us. Definitely I have a lot of asks from you. I'll come to it at the end of my speech. But it's really exciting to see a Telugu person lead the ecosystem going forward. And we look forward to your leadership and guidance here from the state of Andhra Pradesh. Today we are at the cusp of the next industrial revolution. And there are always two sides of a coin to every industrial revolution. One side of the coin is the fear of losing jobs. The other side of the coin is every industrial revolution has created more jobs than it has replaced. Countries that have embraced industrial revolution have always benefited out of it. India is a great beneficiary of the IT revolution. That is where we were able to jump the entire manufacturing revolution and go straight to services. Today that opportunity is again in front of us in AI. And as a state and as a nation, we should embrace AI and take things forward. AI is here. AI is going to transform the sectors that we are all working in. As a political party, we have actually deployed AI on our entire database. We are running AI algorithms on our library, digital library, where we want to give access to our leaders, where including press notes with proper references, with proper data sets, they will be able to generate and give it out to the media. And also when we are having any discussions in the assembly, we want to enable them to have a meaningful debate and discussion using AI as a tool. So as a political party, we have embraced, as CAs, you also have to embrace AI, and it will definitely transform our sectors going forward. You know, as a state, we are all about speed of doing business. If you look at, TCS coming to Visakhapatnam, Cognizant coming to Visakhapatnam, or even Google setting up one of the largest data centers in the world here in Visakhapatnam, all these were possible because we delivered on our promise of speed of doing business. This is core to this government, this administration. We believe that IT, pharma, green energy, aerospace and food processing will play a very, very important role here in Visakhapatnam. Balanced regional growth is something that's very, very important. And as a state, we believe that there should be one capital, but development should definitely be decentralized. And policies are not just about a piece of paper, but I look forward to all the CAs enabling us to actually implement the policies. As the Honorable Vice Chairman just said, it's very important that we actually implement it ethically and in the right spirit. So if there is someone who helps navigate all these policies, it is the CAs here. If there's someone who enables the entrepreneur to navigate all the regulations, it is the CAs here. And as the Honorable MSME Minister has just stated, you play a very important role in creating the ecosystem. And as the state government here, we are willing to support you through and through. In the world we see everyone talking about the big four. And time has come for India to challenge it. I believe that Andhra Pradesh and India has that intellectual horsepower to create the next big accounting firm, the next big auditing firm. And I request the leadership on the dais to sort of work in this direction. I think time has now come where Indians can not only serve India, but can serve the global economy and play a very, very important role. And under your leadership, we look forward to taking this initiative forward. I was jokingly saying, you know, there are CAs and then there are friends of CAs. I'm a friend of CA. There is no way I would have qualified as a CA. Your exams are extremely tough. You have to always learn. It's not an easy journey, but you play a very, very important role. I think I'm one of the very few who's fortunate to make the transition from the private sector to public service. At Heritage, back then when I joined, we were going through a very tough time. We had retail, and of course we had the dairy business. And when we are finalizing the accounts, there's always going to be a tussle between management and the chartered accountants. It could be the internal auditors, it could be the statutory auditors, but in our company it is always the internal auditors and statutory auditors who had the last say, because the chairman of the board used to be D. Sitaramaya Garu. And Sitaramaya Garu is a well-renowned chartered accountant, and I have learnt a lot from Sitaramaya Garu, and today if I can analyze balance sheets well, it is because of his guidance to me personally. You know, Andhra Pradesh as a state is going to go through really exciting transformation. We aspire to be a $2.4 trillion economy by 2047. What we as a state want to achieve is decentralized development. If you look at Anantapur, we want it to be the automotive capital of India. North Anantapur and Kurnool will be the renewable energy capital for India. If you look at electronics manufacturing, we're bringing it to Kadapa and Chittoor district. Nellore already has a lot of diversified manufacturing, but all of you here will be surprised to know that currently 50% of the air conditioners manufactured in India comes out of Nellore district. LG, I laid foundation to the LG plant. Daikin is going to come. They're expanding their commercial facility. With these two, close to 70% of commercial and industrial air conditioning will actually be manufactured here in the state of Andhra Pradesh. You know, yesterday I was in Bombay and I got to meet the top 5 business houses. And we're working with Reliance closely to make Prakasam district the CBG, compressed biogas capital of India. So that project is also moving exceptionally fast. Krishna and Guntur is where the capital city Amravati is, and that is going to be the quantum valley for South Asia. East-West Godavari districts are well known for aqua. We're going to continue to support them. And not only just look at basic processing, but look at tertiary processing happening here in Andhra Pradesh and exporting finished products, not only to US, but different parts of the world. Of course, North Andhra is going to go through amazing transformation. I mean, with Bogapuro Airport going to start in the next 1 year, you will see amazing transformation happening here in Vishakhapatnam, Vijayanagaram and Srikakulam districts. There are huge investments coming in the pharma sector, IT sector, medical devices, even in the ports. There are huge investments now coming about. So here I would request all the CAs to play a very important role in this transformative journey that Andhra Pradesh is going to take forward. And beyond the compliances, it's very important that ESG is here, and all of us have to play a very important role. And to all the CAs here, I'm sure our professions will take us to different parts of the country and different parts of the world. Please be brand ambassadors of Andhra Pradesh. We are here to support you, support the companies that you want to bring here to invest in Andhra Pradesh. And as you see the entire leadership here, we are young, we are hungry. If there's one thing that's another transformation that's happening, it's also in the politics of Andhra Pradesh. If you look at it, out of the 164 MLAs that you elected for the NDA government, 50% are first-time MLAs. Out of the 25 ministers, including the Honorable Chief Minister, out of 25 ministers, 17 are first-time ministers. So what we bring is raw energy, hunger to serve our state. And we are here to do only one thing, make Andhra Pradesh number one across any sectors that we operate in. So to the Honorable Vice President of ICAI, Prasanna Kumar Garu, I have some specific requests, borderline demands, because మీరు తెలుగు వారు కనుక నేను డిమాండ్ చేయగలుగుతాను అనుకుంటున్నా. ప్రధానంగా we have to build a center of excellence where we can showcase the intersection of AI and accounting and audit. And I believe that that center of excellence should happen from the data city here in Visakhapatnam. So I look forward to working with you on that. The second specific ask I have is, all of you are aware that we are seeing a tariff war. And in this tariff war, there are sectors that are going to face a lot of headwind. And I believe every crisis is an opportunity. And this is something that our leader Chandrababu Naidu Garu has taught us really hard. It could be Government of India, it could be Government of Andhra Pradesh. There, under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi Ji Garu, and here under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, we want to work with all of you to look at our entire regulatory framework. What I would request, sir, is let's take a 100-day action plan. Let's look at every possible law, every regulatory framework that is here, and actually question it, challenge it. If you look at it, we are the first state that has brought in labor reforms. We have passed an ordinance. We are the first state to abolish Nala. First state in the country. We have done it. Ordinance has come out. So we are ready here. We are ready to transform ourselves. So let's look at if you can create a small working group. And Honorable Commerce Minister Piyush Ji also requested this from us. So I need your support to sort of look at every law possible, and we will give you the required AI help. So I'm working with the Tony Blair Institute to find the foremost expert in AI governance, and who can enable us to sort of look at each and every law possible and see what are those redundant frameworks that are there that enable politicians and bureaucrats to harass entrepreneurs, and we have to put a full stop to it. So I need your support, I need your guidance to do it. So it's merely not about Andhra Pradesh. I believe that this is something that India truly needs and India deserves. This crisis will give us an opportunity to push these reforms, if I may. You know, India has always brought in reforms when we are pushed to the wall. So the economic reforms that happened in the 90s came out of crisis. And I believe we are going through another set of crisis, and we can bring in strong reforms. If all of us have followed the Honorable Prime Minister's speech during Independence Day, he specifically spoke about a task force. And the task force has been already constituted under the Cabinet Secretary. And the Cabinet Secretary is leading initiative at the federal level, at the central government level. But Government of India has also realized that at the end of the day, reforms still have to be implemented at the state. There are numerous concurrent subjects. There are subjects that are more state-specific. So we look forward to working with you on transforming our entire regulatory framework. That is my second ask. And third ask is a word that we have coined, which is ease of living. So day-to-day interactions between government and the citizen should be seamless, friction-free. We are the first state that brought in 700 services on a single WhatsApp number, and we call it Manamitra. But I believe that's just the beginning. Since you interact with the entire ecosystem and you understand really where the pain points are with the state government, we would love you to constitute again a working group, if I may, and share with us saying, Lokesh, here are the 10 things, 20 things, 100 things that we need to change. And as real-time governance minister, I'm really excited to transform all that and truly deliver on the promise of ease of living. So under your leadership, I would request that all these three be delivered to the state of Andhra Pradesh. And definitely we are here to learn. We are here to learn from Punjab. We are here to learn from Gujarat. We are here to learn from even Bihar. There's nothing wrong. I have no qualms. I believe that every state has centers of excellence. Every state is trying to do something unique, something different. And I believe that we have to learn. And, in my openings remarks, I said, one thing that's constant in life is learning. So if there's something that you've seen that other states are doing well, and it's something that fits well for Andhra Pradesh, we are willing to learn, we are willing to implement it, and out of that implementation, of course, take the learnings to different parts of the country. So with this, I'd like to thank all of you for inviting me, having me here. It's really exciting to be part of this ecosystem. Just before I conclude, one thing I would request all of you here, I see a lot of youngsters here. If there's one thing that's missing these days is resilience. I'll again repeat, resilience. In our journey, in our life, we're going to have multiple turns. What's happening today is that majority of us are not having that kind of resilience. Small speed breaker, we're getting too worried. We're getting flustered. And some of them are even taking extreme steps. In the end of the day, I would request all the youngsters to have a clear goal set out in your life. Saying that, okay, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? 10 years from now, where do you see yourself? I say this because I went through this journey. In 2019, I contested from a seat called Mangalgiri that Telugu-desam party hasn't won for almost 40 years. I think last time we won it was in 1985. So I had the audacity to think that 21 days before election, if I go there, I'll win the seat. I lost. I lost it with 5,300 votes. A lot of people made fun of me. A lot of people said, he can't even win one election, so what's going to happen? I never bothered about it. I said, I have a goal. My goal is very clear. I have to again win that constituency in 5 years, and nothing will take me away from that goal. And that was the agenda with which I worked for 5 years. And touch wood. And touch wood, people recognized it. People were kind. Voters of Mangalgiri were very kind. I have close to about 270,000 voters, and I won that seat with 91,000 majority. Why am I sharing my failure and success with you? That is life. That is life. So build that resilience, take the road less traveled, and believe me, it is the most rewarding experience that you will have. Because a lot of people advised me not to contest from Mangalgiri the second time. A lot of people told Brahmani, please tell Lokesh to also file nomination in a second seat, just as a backup. So I told Brahmani only one thing. The day I do it, I would have accepted defeat. I said, good or bad, I have chosen a path. Let me see this through. I want to challenge the entire system on why I really can't deliver. And people were very kind. They blessed me. Honestly, I didn't have the satisfaction of having the highest majority. Because Visakhapatnam people gave first and second here. Even now, I have that grouse against you, boss. That much I can say. I have grouse against you. First one is Gajuwaka. Palla Srinas Garki. I think almost 95,000. 94,000 majority. So when I heard, I got 91,000 and I was all excited in the boardroom. My PA, I think, is here lingering around. He came and told me, he said, boss, sorry. Done, Gajuwaka beat you. I said, chalo yaar, second place. Not bad, okay. Unfortunate. So I went, I took the certificate from the returning officer. I came out and I was about to give a press meet. Then my PR came, tapped my shoulder and said, boss, you're now number 3. I said, what happened? He said, then Bhimli beat you. So, unfortunately I'm number 3. But we owe a lot to Visakhapatnam. As a political party, even in 2019, you have blessed us. You really re-elected all our MLAs here. It means a lot. We owe a lot to Visakhapatnam. And rest assured, in the next 4 years, you will see a very transformed Visakhapatnam under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Chief Minister. And last point before I conclude, because whenever I talk about Visakhapatnam, I get excited. All of you know we did Yogandhra. I'm sure a few of you cursed us because you had a lot of traffic challenges. But I must admire the spirit of Visakhapatnam. It is not easy to wake up at 3 in the morning to come do yoga on the beach road just because the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Chief Minister made a call. But people of Visakhapatnam showed up. 3 lakh people, kid you not, 3 lakh people did yoga. And I believe that is the way we stand with our Honorable Prime Minister. When the entire world put us in tough times, Visakhapatnam stood by him, Andhra Pradesh stood by him, and it means a lot. If you look at it, the Honorable Prime Minister came back to Visakhapatnam twice in the first year. And if you look at, if there's a reason Google is coming to Visakhapatnam, apart from the hard work we're doing here, the Honorable Prime Minister has enabled a lot of reforms at the central level to bring Google to Visakhapatnam. So we owe the Honorable Prime Minister a lot. And for me personally, hats off to the people of Visakhapatnam for your resilience, your commitment, and any call that the Honorable Chief Minister gives, all of you really show up in big numbers and stand by him. We really appreciate it. You've definitely won a place in our heart, and we will deliver. And next 4 years, you will definitely see a transformed Visakhapatnam. With this, I'll take leave from all of you. Thank you very much for giving me this amazing opportunity. And Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words that has truly added value to the gathering. I now request CAN Ram Naidu, Secretary of the Visakhapatnam branch, to present his brief vote of thanks for the inaugural session.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks at the conclusion of the inaugural session of the National Conference at the Samruddhi. The first and foremost, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, Sri Nara Lokesh, Honorable Minister for Human Resource Development, IT, Electronics and Communication, and RTZ, Government of Andhra Pradesh, for gracing this occasion and delivering an inspiring inaugural address. Your vision and words of encouragement have set a motivating tone for this conference, sir. Sir, we are truly honored by your presence. We are equally a special thanks to our dynamic leaders of the Institute, CA Prasanna Kumar D, Vice President, ICAI, for his continued guidance, inspiration and valuable words. Your presence has given immense strength and pride to this conference. We are equally grateful to Sri Kondapalli Srinivas Garu, Honorable Minister of MSME, Government of Andhra Pradesh, for his kind presence and encouragement, and to Sri Ganta Srinivas Rao Garu, Honorable MLA of Bhimnipatnam, for joining us today and extending his warm wishes. Your support adds immense value and significance to this gathering. We also remain thankful to CA Subbarao Muppala, Vice Chairman SARs of ICAI, for his gracious presence and encouragement. A sincere note of thanks to our beloved conference convener, CA Sridhar Andavarpu, Chairman of Visakhapatnam branch of SARC of ICAI, whose vision and leadership have made this conference a reality. I also extend heartfelt appreciation to the management committee and volunteers whose tireless efforts and smooth conduct of this inaugural session. To our learned speakers and the resource persons who took forward to the gratitude to the immense knowledge you are going to share with us in the upcoming technical sessions. Last but not the least, to our enthusiastic delegates, your active participation and presence form the backbone of this conference. Your commitment to professional growth makes this gathering meaningful and impactful. As we proceed with the technical sessions ahead, let us carry forward the spirit of learning, networking and professional excellence that Andhra Samruddhi stands for. Thank you all once again for being a part of this significant event together. Let us continue to strive for the excellence in our profession. Thank you.
Sir, I request all the dignitaries on the dais to spare few more minutes for us to have a memorable group photograph. I request all the managing committee members to quickly join for a photograph with the honorable dignitaries on the dais. I request all the past chairmen to stay alert and come forward. For the next photograph, request all the past chairmen to please quickly assemble. Nara Lokesh garu, with your permission, may I now request all the lady chartered accountants to quickly come on to the dais for a photograph. I repeat, I request all the women chartered accountants to please quickly assemble. After this photograph. Dear members, let us all take a moment to appreciate for the opportunity created by our branch today for us to engage with the great leaders on this occasion of Ardha Samriddhi. This proves this is not just an event, but an opportunity to learn, inspire, to remind ourselves of the responsibility we hold as professionals. I request all the members to continue to remain seated while the technical session continues. I repeat, I request the members to please be seated while the technical session begins.